What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And I know it's been quite a while, but here I am, Wolfwire Studios, in front of you with the devlog. And let's just quickly see what all I've done. So, in the past week, after I was done with the exams and everything else, I decided to move on and retexture and basically rework my whole annex. So, I've done that, retexturing and everything. The annex that I created initially was not in a good shape. Okay, all of these walls that you see here, all of these patterns and windows and doors and door frames, they were all separate objects, and there were a lot of issues with lumen and optimization per se, because every wall was using a separate material. I don't know why I was doing such a stupid move. Then I learned about UDIMs, which I made a tutorial on. You can check it out here. So I decided it's high time that I should actually rework the whole annex, and I did that. And here it is. Here is the fruit. You guys may be able to see the subtle changes that I have in the texture, especially, or in the quality of the texture, because these are now using UDIM tiles, so the texture has to look good. And yeah, that's it. Now, instead of having separate walls, I have one common object. So here is the annex object. As you can see, it's very thick. The walls are very thick, and the door frames are now embedded inside rather than being on the outside. And it's the pattern which is now again embedded onto the annex itself. I've basically done the same thing. Basically, I took this annex object and I took all of the building attachments, the windows and frames and whatnot, and I gave all of these as the same origin point. So giving them the same origin point helps me in putting this annex in the world and then copying their location and then pasting it all to the different objects. Also, I created such new doors. As you can see, this is the front door of every annex building. The problem that I faced while creating this was Substance Painter works in a different way. Okay, Substance Painter has a different rendering property when it comes to metal. So what you see there is not as true or as real as you'll see it in Unreal Engine. So for that you need to do some adjustments. So you can either adjust your material in Substance Painter or do it in Unreal Engine. I was not aware of this. I learned it the hard way, so I had to do it in Unreal Engine, sadly. I was actually following a guide on a website called AT Level, in which someone told me about anti-aliasing and baking even more effectively and whatnot. So I applied those. Still, the metal and roughness thing was not fixed, so it's okay. You can do it on your own. How you can do it if you are ever facing such an issue? You just need to add something to your roughness channel, the green channel in your occlusion roughness metallic map, and that's it. The more you add, the more rough it will be, and that's it. Basically, you're adding roughness on top of roughness. So it gave me a good subtle metallic look. Like if I were to go close, as you can see, it is still shiny, right? It's going to shine, but it's not super bright. Okay, and that's pretty much it. When it comes to the assets, I really had to make a lot of stuff. As you can see, I had to make a lot of stuff again, like from scratch. Like I basically remade this annex, I remade this checkpost room, that gardener shed over there, or even these sheds. Not these sheds, basically I just added bevel on top of them. As you can see here, now they are very nice looking. I retextured almost everything, but I gave some objects a bevel and that was it. I gave this a bevel and retextured it, but I recreated this whole gardener shed, as you can see. That's pretty much it about the discussion. Now moving on to what all I've added in terms of aesthetics. I've added such things like a point light to the spotlight. I'm sorry, to the glow stick, and spotlights to the floodlights. Yeah, it's a mouthful. It's like a jumbled word or something. These floodlights now have spotlights for them. And that's it. All of these, even the dual ones, they have spotlights too. Two of those. There's two of them. Yeah, and yeah, I'll show you guys the interior while I'll play in editor. And is there something else I want to talk about? Not much. I don't know where the courtyard is. I somehow might have hidden it or deleted it. I'll have to get it back. And yeah, that's it. I just retextured everything, most of the things. As you can see, it has now good bevels, same as with this one, and concrete. Yeah, I then basically redid the whole basic level design aspect. of the Annex. Now let's quickly see it in action. So here we are, Annex. I've also increased the speed from which the player is able to lean. As you can see here, it is a bit fast, right? I mean, so basically I redid the lean part. It's fast now. Anyways, let's see building D first. Let's enter from the front. So now this is building D. As you can see, we have the chest here, we have the doors. Sorry for the noise. This is the table from which two people can work simultaneously. We have Manny for reference. That's what I did. I took Manny from Unreal Engine and I scaled everything accordingly in Blender, because before that everything was super huge and massive. Even the buildings in Consulate are still huge in size. I'll have to scale them down again sometime in future, or maybe I'll do it next week after I'm back from the vacation. But yeah, that's that for now. Let's move in. As you can see, we have Manny for reference, we have the shelf, we have two whiteboards, we have two green boards, we have boxes, shelves, random books, we have sofas, we have our table fan. And if we move out, it's almost night here. Yeah, it's almost night here. It's going to be 8 p.m. and that's it. Let's go to the top of building C first. As you can see, I have, oh wait, it's dark again. I was actually going to show you guys the stuff that I've added, but it's okay. The glow stick looks good and it's dark enough, right? And it is supposed to be dark. Like, if you guys have seen the movie, you know how dark I'm talking about, right? It is supposed to be dark. There was not much of a help there. It was difficult. I mean, for movies it's different, but for the games it's going to be even more different. As you can see, the lighting looks decent and realistic enough. I forgot to show you guys the interior of building D's bedroom. My bad. I'll just quickly open it up. Yeah, this is the bedroom in building D. We have 6 beds for 6 GRS operators. And these are some spotlights that are placed on the floodlights on the border of Annex. Let's go to building C. Trust me, this game is going to have nice lighting, okay? Yes, I'll have to optimize it, but it's going to be nice. This is one of the meeting room in building C. We have all of the props that are relevant and necessary, even papers, documents, we have phones and whatnot. We have Manny for scale. If I move ahead, we have this person. Someone should be sitting here. Close the door, open this one. We have these things here. We have some stuff on the desk. Another, prop board, pin board, and displays, computers, and shelves with documents and a lot more documents. This is the room that belongs to the base chief. He'll be sitting here in the cutscenes. You'll see it in some time. As you can see, the moon is coming up now. We have the water, and we have some good software ray tracing working in, thanks to Lumen and Unreal Engine 5. The water looks nice. Anyways, moving on, we have building B, which is just the sleepy room. I'll call it the sleepy room. We have 6 good beds here and the bunk beds here. As you can see, that's it. There's nothing much here. Same as with building A, the cantina. I'll show you guys that one as well, no issues. Here we have now cantina. Just simple wooden desks and a countertop, Manny for scale, some chairs, and yeah, that's it. Move along, please. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing much here. Just take a look. Yeah, that's it. And the front door that I reworked is here. This is the front door. As you can see, it's night right now and it's looking decent enough. Basically, it's not super dark. What time is it? 9:41. So basically, when the night falls and in a few minutes or so, the player will be able to see something. So there are times when player won't be able to see something, and that's it. It's okay. It happens. the night usually becomes dark and you're not able to see for some time, and it's okay. You can even shoot the lights. Yeah, maybe they're acting up. I don't know. It's a bug, but I'll fix it. You can shoot the lights, no issues. Yeah, that's it. Now, apart from that, I wanted to show you guys one last thing. If I go to the map section, there is something else that I've created. This. This is going to be the main menu for my game. This map will serve as that. It's nothing, just the assets in space. That's it. So if I go to my bookmark, this is going to be the main menu screen. I'll have the options here. This will have maybe the settings options or the controls option or the graphics options or other settings. I don't know. That's it. That's how I made it. If you're following my Twitter and LinkedIn, you might have already seen it, but it's okay if you haven't. Here I am to show you. So that's it, guys. I was busy with this stuff. Reworking was very difficult, but here I am. I've completed it, and now I'll be moving to recoil and basic player user interface along with the main menu. But since I'm going on a vacation, I'll be back next week. And that's it. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.